Hey guys, and welcome to IT Security for Beginners, Part 4, Wireless Networks. So, for many years now, the wireless networks has been a natural part of our homes ever since the ISP started to give out the equipment for free to their customers, which is not always very good equipment, but it does the job. I personally change out the equipment they get me for my own, for security reasons and privacy. And it is to no one's surprise that wireless networking has been just exploded in popularity because it's very convenient. You don't need to have a cable with you all the time. You can just move around in your home. The connection may not always be very good, but you can always set up a mesh network like I have, so I have good coverage in every room. But some may seem to forget or just doesn't know that your wireless connection isn't just available inside your walls in your home. You can actually see your neighbors' connections, and you might be able to see your own from down the street, which makes the security flaw if any unknown people should access it and do some illegal activity. And it is you who gets the blame for it because it is your IP address. And to understand that, you need to understand how the police works in IT or internet related crimes. So basically, if you or any other unknown people should have access to your connection and do, let's say, piracy, when you're torrenting, you see all the connections in your torrenting software, and usually you get stuck in a log file, and if the police gets that log file, they can extract your IP address, and if the crime is serious enough, they can actually get your ISP to leave out your information, like name and address, so they can get a warrant and raid your home. But if you're innocent, it will be proven in a short amount of time when they check your computers or computer, depends on how many you have. So your wireless network actually just need two types of protection. It is a password and encryption. The password is to try and stop unknown people from accessing your network, and the encryption is to protect your traffic from sniffing softwares. And sniffing is when someone is on your network and has a sniffing software installed on their computer or phone or whatever it may be. They can actually get your logins when you log into, let's say, your bank account or Facebook or your mail. So they steal your accounts, and you don't want that. So the first thing is to pick a strong password. So for a strong password, you need at least 8 to 12 characters, upper and lower cases, numbers, and special characters. And I'll put a example of a strong password up here, so you can see it for yourself and see how you should perform it, because brute forcing a password takes a lot of time, and the longer and more complex password you have, the more secure you are, because no one wants to sit for like a million years and test with a brute forcing software. So you have a couple of types of protections. The oldest one and the most outdated is from 1999 and is called WEP, Wired Equivalent Privacy, which was replaced in 2003 by WPA, or Wireless Protected Access, which in turn 2004 got replaced by WPA2, or Wireless Protection Access 2, which has been used ever since, or until 1st of July 2020 when WPA3 came out, and all new hardware need to have a WPA3 certification, at least the wireless ones. So make sure to upgrade the equipment so you get the latest and best protection. So then we have public networks, and all of you are perhaps familiar with that fast food restaurants and hotels usually provides free Wi-Fi for their customers, which is often open or public with no password at all. So when it comes to that, it's the most unsecure thing. You should never log into your email, Facebook, bank account. The only thing you should really do is maybe visit some news websites or watch YouTube without logging in, without using your login. That is very important because you don't want to get hacked. But when you are on a public or open network, you want to make sure that in your browser, in the address bar, you see that it stands HTTPS and not HTTP. And basically HTTPS is more secure. It is an encrypted connection, which is harder to crack, but it can be cracked. So, but it is better than nothing. So if you want to be really sure that no one is sniffing on your traffic and you want to keep your privacy, you may want to consider using a VPN, or virtual private network. I have been using it for many years. It is amazing. You can do a lot of stuff with it, like access Netflix from another country or whatever you want to use it for. But make sure that the VPN doesn't keep any logs, because that makes it useless if the police raids it. They get your IP address and they might think you're into some illegal activities. And then they can come to your home and look through your computers or cell phones, smartphones, tablets, laptops, whatever it may be. So basically, VPN is rerouting your traffic through one or more servers to make sure it can't be traced back to you. And that is where no log files come in place, because if they have log files, it doesn't matter if they are rerouting it, or then it's just a worthless service to buy for private usage. But many companies use it for people to access their jobs from home, and that is a completely another thing, so we're not going to talk about that. So a VPN service is actually a great investment for your privacy and security if they keep no log files, and most of them also has trial periods so you can test it out for yourself, because some VPNs come at a cost of speed. So if you have, let's say, 1 gig line, you might only get 500, and you don't want to sacrifice speed. So you might want to try a couple of services and see which one is the most appropriate for you. And they're often very cheap, so it doesn't matter if they have trial period or not. Just pay and try it. So now, here's a couple of reliable VPN services. I will put their prices up here also with the names, so you can check them out, and I will leave links to them in the video description. So first up you have NordVPN, and then you have ExpressVPN and Private Internet Access, or PIA. These three are among the most popular, so feel free to check them out. And I'm not being paid to name them in this video at all. I just think they are good services. So that's it for this time. I hope you take something with you from this video, and be sure to use a VPN and protect your privacy. And I see you all in the next one.